Homestead Prepper, where we make prepping fun, or at least we used to. So the day is February 10th, and it's Thursday. I'm headed in to work. Uh, it's interesting, life is so. I guess the best word is interesting. Life is so interesting. There are always going to be ups, downs, sideways, and things going on when you have life going on. So for those that believe, and those who believe in the power of prayer, and those that believe in the power of concentration, my mother-in-law Mary, you guys know her. She is currently in the hospital. I'm not gonna put too much out about it, but send her some love. Just send her some love. Good morning, Tara. Tara, is the day your birthday? Did I miss it? I saw it pop up. I think I missed it. I think it was a couple days ago. So happy belated birthday to you. Normally I would come in, we'd do a birthday celebration, but I failed to do it that day. But happy birthday to you, Tara. Happy birthday, Tara. Happy birthday to you. So, and I think it was a few days ago. It was the 6th. Yep, I knew it was. I knew it was close, and I thought I had missed it. So happy belated birthday to you, my friend. And good morning. Grand awakenings to you all. Grand awakenings to you. So I am headed in. I'm currently working on a project where I had to go in and do like a really light renovation, and it's more. I'm getting the house ready for a re-inspection that we failed. Which, if we don't pass this one, then we won't get our funding, as the company. So it is extremely important that happens, because of course it's always about the bottom line. It's always about the bottom line and how much money you can produce for your company. You guys do realize that, right? That's why I'm a proponent, and I always try to encourage you guys to do some things for yourself on the side. Whether if you're working for a company, start you a side hustle, turn a hobby into a business, get involved with investing. I have some things that I put out from time to time that are pretty easy to do, and make you a little extra here and there. People are so surprised of just an extra $50, $100, $150 a month. Good morning, fam. You and Jen. Love you and Jen. Oh, thank you. Love you too, Melanie. That is so awesome. Thank you for sending that love. I appreciate that. For those that are just now coming in, my mother-in-law Mary's in the hospital. Y'all send her some love as well, please. And thank you. But we're going to talk about life this morning. Life is so tumultuous. That's probably the best word I can come up with. Life is so. Let me turn this off so y'all get a better microphone. Life is so just up and down. You can be cruising along, and then you're like, oh my God, boom, hit the lottery. Cruising, and boom, something happened. Oh, I got sick. But life is always just up and down, and I want to encourage you guys. Really want to encourage you to try to keep an even. And it's a naval term, it's a nautical term, even keel. And people say that because why didn't we know about that? Well, it just happened yesterday, and she just was admitted last night, and this is all news for us as well. She went in for a procedure. Since Tasha's on here, she went in for a procedure, and they ended up keeping her. It was supposed to have been, in and out procedure, and she ended up being kept for observation. So they are watching her. But I'll let Jennifer or Mary update you guys on that. Yeah, it's all gonna be all right. But listen, life as we know it is always just up and downs. It is. Oh, it's talking about keeping an even keel. So I really try not to get too high on life, and I try not to get too depressed. And an even keel means when you're out in the water. Sending love and prayers to you all. Thank you. So even keel means like if you're in the water, the keel looks like this on the bottom of a ship. So if it's turned like this, that means you're going to be rocking to the right side, which is starboard. If it's turned like this, you're going to be rocking to the port side, which is the left side. I know those terms because I was in the Navy for so many years. That seems like ancient history now. And at this point in time, I have been out of the Navy longer than I was in. I was in like 10 years. Or was it 13? It was 13 years. I was in 13 years. And at this point in time, I think I've been out longer than I was in. Because the years just keep on going by. And that is my next point. Life is going to happen, but life goes on. Life is going to happen, but life goes on. Whether you like it or not, whether you're here for it or not, whether you drop dead right now, tomorrow, somebody's going to wake up and just keep going. And that's what we got to do. We have got to keep going through this thing we call life. You got to. You got to keep trucking. You got to keep trucking. Trudging. You got to keep moving. And you got to keep progressing. I think we as humans, the moment that you get stagnant and you stop trying to achieve goals, I think that's the moment that we really start getting in trouble as humans, because we are made, why did I go this way? We are made for mobility. We are made to move. And I think that's why a lot of people, when they retire, I think a lot of people just, a year or two later, they drop dead because they stop moving so much. Start getting up and moving. I'm talking about, activate your minds. Start dusting off those goals that you had. Start looking and reconsidering things that you want to do in life. It's never too late. Never. It's never too late, okay? So always be achieving. ABA. Always be achieving. And it doesn't have to be big. It can be, okay, today I'm going to get up and I'm going to do my laundry on a day that you normally wouldn't do it. Or I'm going to get up and clean the bathroom. Especially if you're at home. If you're working, hey, today when I get off work, I'm going to muster up enough energy to rearrange my closet. Or rearrange one side of my closet. How about that? Make some smaller goals. Make some small goals for yourself so that over a period of time, you'll look back and be like, oh my gosh, look at what I did in a week. Look at what I did in a month. Look what I did all this year. And you start setting little goals, little small goals for yourself, you will start to achieve some big things in life. Because I don't know if you guys ever heard the term, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's a true statement. The life that you want is not going to be built overnight. You got to plan that thing out. Then you got to start making some headway. You got to start making some progress towards the way you want your life to be. Some of you guys, especially family, have been to our little property. And most people are impressed with it. They're like, whoa, this is really nice. But guess what? That's not where we want to end. Matter of fact, I don't ever want to end, to be honest with you. I would really like to buy, literally, I really want to buy like 1,000 acres. And I found 100 acres last night in Arkansas for like $500,000. Now, 10 years ago, that would have been out of the question. I'm like, oh my God, no way in the world. Now, that's so the difference. Last night, she's like, what is this? I'm like, a property we go buy right now. 100 acres is a ranch already set up. Huge lake on it and everything. Well, huge pond. I don't know about a lake. It's a really big pond though. And 100 acres already laid out, already fenced in. We could start cattle ranching if we wanted to. Do we want to pick up and go to Arkansas? I don't know. I'm game. I'm trying to get down to a warmer climate anyway. Especially since I'm trying to, become a golf pro. I need to be in a warmer climate so that I can, one, practice year round, and two, play year round. If I'm going to, continue to be serious about being a golf pro. Oh, by the way, for the first time, I shot a legitimate 87 last week in 60-degree weather. I live in Arkansas for a while. Really? How was it? How was Arkansas? Dang, what was I gonna tell you? Oh, Now I've shot in the 80s before, but it was with a whole bunch of mulligans. Last week I shot in the 80s with no mulligans, with no gimmies, nothing. And I played what I considered a bad round. My driver wasn't working. I like the less traffic. Okay, I'm all for it already. Yeah, and I shot an 87 without even hitting my driver very well. Matter of fact, I hit my driver a few times, and it only went off the tee and rolled maybe 60, 80 yards. And I still shot an 87. So that shows me, it tells me that I can use a lesser club, not really use driver off the tee, and score. I'm getting to the point where I'm scoring now. My putter was really nice. I had a bunch of one putts, and I'm talking about some bunch of long one putts too, like 12, 15, 18 footers, and I dropped them suckers. So I was excited about that. I also played on this past Sunday. Sunday was horrible because it was like 30. It was cold. It was like 33 degrees, 34 degrees, and we walked the whole course. That was a mistake. And I'm like 10, 12, 15 years older than my playing partner, and this guy still hasn't recuperated from walking 18 holes. We was gonna go play yesterday. He's like, yeah, I would love to, but my foot is still hurting from us walking. I'm like, golly, wow, it took that much toll on you. We also played on, no, I stand corrected. We played on Saturday, then we played on Sunday. And it was really cold on Sunday, but I dressed a lot better. I dressed a heck of a lot better on Sunday, so I wasn't as cold. And this was my buddy Nick. This is another guy's idea. I was not gonna play on Sunday. It was just too cold. I had made a decision that anytime it got less than 40 degrees, I wasn't gonna play anymore. And I've been doggone. I get a text message. Hey, you wanna go play? And he sent it out to both of us, myself and my buddy Chris. And like three idiots, we're out there, and I'm on my way to the golf course, and it's snowing. It just started, it was a few flurries here and there. So we ended up playing, and the dude whose idea this was, he's like, man, I'm so cold. He looked so pitiful. I felt bad for him, but I was like, nope. We're gonna make a rule right now that if it's your idea, you can't quit. So I made this guy play. I don't feel bad either. He should have come up with the idea. I do not feel bad, not one bit. Nope. And I was like, no, you can't go. You can't go anywhere. You gonna stay here and play golf. We all had pretty terrible rounds. I think I shot the best out of all three of us. And I shot. Oh no, Chris won that round. I think I shot a 97. He shot like a 92 maybe, and then we stopped keeping up with Nick's shots because he was just so cold. I felt bad for him. If I had invited him, I'd be like, yeah man, go on and go because you look terrible. But since it was his idea, I'm like, no, this was your idea. And I kept saying, I was like, no, this is your idea. So you gotta stick around, buddy. But I like those two guys. They're pretty good guys. Set up the MLM to buy acreage, let me know. What is the MLM? MLM. When I set up the MLM, what I do first, let me see, when you set up a MLM to buy. What is an MLM? Only thing I know of an MLM is a multi-level marketing. And I'm not setting up a multi-level marketing. Life is life. For a while, I was going through that bad area back there. And just roll with the punch. They say roll with just let things fall off your back like a duck. We have ducks now, and it's amazing to watch those ducks because in the springtime, their feet are moving so fast. And I've heard that term, a lot in my business career. And people are like, you gotta be like a duck. You gotta be smooth, but you gotta be paddling like crazy. Y'all hit the like button for me. Yeah, and I think that is so true, especially when you're trying to accomplish goals. When you're trying to accomplish goals, you gotta be working like crazy. Now, if you don't want anything in life, and you're good with just sitting around and not having the things you want, then hey, it's fine. I just choose to live a different life. I was so long. Y'all wouldn't know this about me, but for so long, I would not go after my goals. I would not go after my dreams. I would not I wouldn't even dream because I'm like, what's the point? What's the why do it? Nothing ever happens. Nothing good ever comes out out of this. And I switched. It took years, but I finally switched my thinking. We call that stinking thinking. I switched from stinking thinking to just start upping my belief system, and that came from having mentors, seeing people who were living the way I wanted to live, reading some books. And I thank God and thank goodness for my wife, because she really got me into reading. Because she like, okay, we're going to read these 2 or 3 chapters a night, and we would do that right before we go to bed. And a lot of times I would fall asleep while she was reading, but subconsciously I was getting it because she was helping to program my mind. I thank her for that. I owe her for that. So anyway, how long have we been on? A minute. Tara, explain what you mean by MLM, please. Tell me what you're talking about. But yeah, I'm getting to the point now where I'm like, why limit ourselves to one property that's like 100 acres? Why don't we have 5 or even 10 100 acre properties? We live in America. I mean, people come here from all over the world to make their dreams come true, right? And if that's the case, then if we're already here, why don't we make some of our own dreams come true? So I challenge you. I'm putting out a challenge today. Write down what you really want in life. Write down what you're looking for. Write down your ideal life. Really, I mean, sit down and think about it. Like, if money was not an object, if I could have what I wanted, if I could do what I wanted, what would that be? What would that look like? And write it out. The book I wrote, the first book I wrote, which was Yes, I Can't. I talk about owning property, and I talk about how I want it to be. And this little small farm that we have, it was manifested years ago, probably 10 years ago, when Jennifer and I first got together. And I was like, babe, one day I want, and I was just describing. And she's like, you know what, that would be pretty cool. Now, do we have that property yet? No, but we have a nice stepping stone. A lot of people would look at our place and be like, oh yeah, I can stay here forever. Well, we want horses and cows one day, so this is not a horse and cow property. We got to have a lot more land. We got to have at least 10 times what we have right now, just so we can have one horse. Not really, but you guys understand what I'm saying, right? And I understand things are expensive. I understand dreams come true are like ridiculously priced. I understand that. But start dreaming, start believing, and then just put your hands to the plow and start working it out for yourself. You can do it. And there's so many ways to earn income. So many. And there's so many scams out there. I get it. Okay. I understand you got to go through a whole bunch of stuff just to find something that, one, fits your personality, and then 2, is not a scam. I understand all that. Trust me. I get it. But it's out there. You just have to find it. But guess what? You are the one that has to do it. You have to. Not Roderick, not Tara, not Melanie, not Jennifer, not TLC. You have to be the one to do it for yourself, because guess what? I'm not going to do it for you. And nobody else is. I don't know, if you're over 20 right now in your life, you already know that nobody else is going to make the perfect life for you. You already know that. So you have to do it for yourself. So I just want to come in, just give you guys an update on what's going on in our lives. Let you guys know that I love you. I'm going to send you some love as always. Y'all have a wonderful, productive, awesome, amazing day. And I'll come in a little bit later, another time, and we'll talk again, okay? Y'all make some strides. Love y'all. Take care.